Hello, Degens. Welcome to Degenerate Takes, LIV Golf, Boston, best bets, locks, and picks. I, of course, am the Brofict one, AJ. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining. Before we get started, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow and fight that YouTube algorithm. Now, LIV Golf Boston, this week in Bolton, Massachusetts for LIV Golf's fourth ever event. 6 brand new big names joining LIV Golf, from Joaquin Niemann, Harold Varner III. A lot of guys joining this week. You can check out the video above my head for full coverage on who went and what it means for the PGA and all of that. But yeah, this is a beautiful course. Beautiful course. Took the online tour. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's a par 72 for about 7,112 yards. Gorgeous course. And the boys are going to have a good one this weekend. Starting this Friday, September the 2nd, going all the way till Sunday the 4th. Obviously a 3-day event, 54 holes. You know how LIV operates. Still no betting on teams to win. So until that gets there, I'm not going to give a pick for that. If your sportsbook does have it, please drop it in the comments and let me know where to find those lines, because I've looked at every legal sportsbook and I cannot find it to save my life, but I would love to start betting on the teams for the LIV. Only got top 10, 5, and outrights for you, as there is no cut, obviously. One of the big selling points for the LIV, no cut. Might as well just get right into it. Going into the top 10 for LIV Golf Boston, their fourth ever event. I'm going with a name that just came over to the LIV, looking to have a good weekend and start off on the right foot. That being Harold Varner III at plus 180. For the top 10, new blood coming in. They tend to try to compete and do a little bit better, obviously. Hopefully not too much of a hangover. Just playing last weekend, I think he'll be loose and still be able to play a lot better golf than some of these guys who haven't been able to play in a while due to being banned and, stuff like that. Next up, I'm going with Taylor Gooch at minus 110. He's a guy that's been staying around the top 10, top 5. You're going to be hearing his name a little bit today. But he's been putting in the work in the LIV and, still showing he's a hell of a golfer. And so expect him to have a big weekend. He's at minus 110, so that you're not getting the best number on him. But for a top 10 and a 43, 42 man, however many people there are now, field, minus 110, I'll take that all day. And then my last pick for the top 10 is a guy who has 2 top 5s out of the last 3 events. That being Carlos Ortiz. He's been kind of quiet on the LIV Tour. He's just silently gotten those 2 top 5s. So getting him at a plus number of plus 240 is going to be great value there. Go ahead, sign me up. Top 10 for Carlos Ortiz. Now let's move on to my top 5, where we got 2 outstanding picks. Carlos Ortiz is another one at plus 500. I'm going to keep taking him, especially with the last 2 in top 5. And if they're going to give me a plus number that big, I'm going to go ahead and take it. That's just good betting, right? With that being said, my last pick for the top 5, I'm going with Dustin Johnson. Dustin Johnson has been the big name on the tour who's been able to actually perform and live up to what his name is worth. LIV probably thinking they should have given the $100 million to DJ over Mickelson, but hey, c'est la vie. You can always give DJ a boost if you need to. He's at plus 120 with 1 top 10 and 2 top 5s out of the 3 events possible. Just too bad of a number for the top 10 to even think about taking him there. So go ahead, lock it in. DJ plus 120 in the top 5. That's probably my favorite bet of the weekend. Now, that is my favorite bet of the weekend right there. DJ at plus 120 in the top 5. Beautiful. Let's get to the outrights. That's where we make money. Even in LIV with a smaller field and no cuts, still a lot of money to be made. Now, I'm going to stick with DJ. He's already won top 10, top 5. He is poised to make a breakout at some point. I want to be on the right side when he does. So go ahead, plus 550 for him to win. It's not the best number because he's been playing so well, and so you are going to get him at a little bit shorter of a price. But hey, 550 is still a good number. 120 on the top 5, so shout out there. I'm also going to stick with Taylor Gooch, who's been playing incredible golf on the tour at plus 1,400, a little bit longer odds. But I still think a great price. That's what, the 4th favorite? Yeah, he's the 4th favorite to win the whole thing. So if you're going to get that at plus 1,400, sign me up all day, every day. And then last but not least, you always got to be prepared and LIV. Any day in PGA, and Noah and I talk about this all the time when we do PGA bets, but it can really be anybody on any given day. And so I always like to take one name that's like the most outside chance and go ahead and sprinkle some on. And that's going to be Kevin Na for me this weekend at plus 3,500. Been kind of quiet on the LIV Tour. Been hovering around that top 20, top 15 area. But hey, any golfer, any given day, and at plus 3,500, it's hard to turn down that number for this degenerate. So I'm going to go ahead and take Kevin Na plus the 3,500, Taylor Gooch plus the 1,400, and DJ plus the 550 on the outright for LIV Boston. Let me know. Are you guys going to watch LIV this weekend? Or are you just going to place some bets and maybe check in on the leaderboards? Go ahead and drop that in the comments down below and let me know your locks for the weekend. Always love seeing what other degenerates have to bet. And you can also tweet us your bets at Degenerate Takes and, on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. You can hit the link tree down below. That'll take you to all of our stuff as well as our store. Check it out. We got merch now. Go check it out. And, of course, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Help us grow that YouTube algorithm. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. I've been the Brofect One AJ, and we'll see you next time on Degenerate Takes.